Hey, Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Jason.
You head in, Mike Smith talked about it, Connor's talked, but what do you feel your team can learn the most from the previous Game 4? Because you're basically in the exact same situation. They feel it was a good lesson. As a coach, what was the lesson you were teaching them from that game?
Well, that's so long ago now, isn't it? Most important thing is just maintaining this mindset of trying to be the best that we can do, or we can be every day. We want to play our best game of the series tonight, and yesterday was about that. Today is about that, and for me, I think it comes down to doing simple things really, really well, and that's where we put our focus here over the last little bit.
You always talk when you came in, you want to make everybody feel comfortable with their role. You're communicating a lot. So when it comes to ice time, the last few games, some guys have been playing a little bit less than normal. Obviously, it's playoffs. They just want to win. But is it imperative for you to keep that communication line going so guys know, hey, whether it's 6 minutes or 16, I need the best. But it's hard sometimes to play great in 6 minutes if you sit for long. So how do you manage those to ensure guys can stay in the game even if they have low minute total?
Well, we have a belief that there's room for greatness from everybody in our dressing room. And there's different ways to contribute to team wins. And that's the time of year it is. It's the we time of year. And most importantly, it's the find a way time of year. And that's what our team's looking to do, is find a way tonight.
Jay, the goals came in the second period.
I can hear you, David. It's okay.
Yeah, the goals came in the second period, but the start was so dominant in the first period. Mm-hmm. What do you attribute to that, and how do you replicate that in this game?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of asserting our game plan on the other team. It's something that we set out to do every night, but our level of execution was excellent. We're going to need it tonight.
Jay, are you finding more opportunity or ability to create and generate speed in the neutral zone in this series more than what you saw against LA?
Well, different team, right? Different team, different challenges tactically. LA had a very specific look in the neutral zone was geared towards their identity and how they got to the first round of the playoffs. Calgary plays a completely different style, and I think one of the hallmarks of our team is that we think that we can win in a lot of different fashions. And and part of that is understanding the speed bumps that you got to get over based on what the team you're playing shows you.
Gee, it's about the results on the ice, the players on the ice. But do you, as a coach, embrace going up against a guy like Darryl, trying to match wits, trying to get over on a cup-winning coach?
I think if you've been around me personally or this team over the last 3 months, you'd understand that I have a very clear understanding that what's going on here is not about me personally, and I don't know what's going on with their team or anything like that. I know the Edmonton, this series, it's about us trying to play towards our full potential. It has nothing to do with me personally. Last series, the other coach on the other bench was a mentor and a real good friend of mine, but I said it then, it's not about myself. It's about our team doing what it needs to do in order to take a step, and that's where our focus is.
Jay, for the most part since you arrived, the formula for success was McDavid and Draisaitl on separate lines, for the most part. You've had them together now for some time, and we know there might be other reasons for that with Leon's game and such, but, where's that balance between the success you found before was with them apart, now they're together, and is this, you're good with it either way? You feel like...
Think of all the permutations of lines we've used over the last 3 months. I would say that one thing that, which you do, Ryan, you're around us all the time, is that we have a belief that in flexibility, in trying to find a way to attack that day's business, to find a win on that day. And for us, I think with the amount of really good hockey players at our disposal, we are unafraid to move the chess pieces around the chessboard. We're unafraid to draw amount of players that we have available to us. We've shown different looks with 11 and 7, 12 and 6. As I said earlier in this press conference, we have a belief that we can win many ways with many different types of lineups. And, you know, at the end of the day, we just try and take care of the day's business.
When you play those guys together, you're going to lean heavily on other players to play good minutes because Calgary has that depth. So what have you seen from the rest of the group that kind of gives you the confidence to keep rolling those two out together?
I see an embrace. I see our group embracing a level of simplicity to our game. As I said earlier, you know, I think the better we can do simple things, the better it sets us up for success as a team. I see 20 players contributing, everyone pulling on the same rope, willing to do hard things, willing to sacrifice in order to get the win.
Jay, often in the playoffs, the teams win on the special teams on the power play, and yet your power play is having trouble scoring. You're getting chances. You're winning the 5-on-5 battle. So does it matter, really?
Our penalty kill's been real good too, eh, Jim?
It has.
Yeah, it has.
Does it matter, though? I mean, obviously the 5-on-5 game is played a lot more than the special teams.
Well, I think let's just do a quick recap in the 3 games. They scored 1 power play goal in that first game. I saw us score a power play goal in the second game. They scored a power play goal, but we scored a 4-on-4 goal. And we scored a shorthanded goal. So the special teams appear to be a little bit of a saw-off right now. It's a credit to both teams' penalty kills, which have both been excellent. I see our power play as being momentum generating. And it's forcing the other team's penalty killers to play hard minutes. And the better we can do that, we know we're on the verge of some good things there. And, you know, I think it goes to what I was telling Ryan earlier. I think we believe we can win a game in multiple fashions. Sometimes it's with the power play. Sometimes it's with the penalty kill. Sometimes it's 4-on-4. Sometimes it's 5-on-5. We have a lot of really good players.
Jay, we talked about the fact this is your first crack at it as a head coach in the league. When you're talking to the series supervisor, I don't know if you're doing it between games or on the morning of game. Mm-hmm. Are you hoping that your message is getting heard at the same level of a guy who's coached for a long time from that perspective? You know what?
I'm a big believer in keeping conversations like that private. I don't believe in airing stuff in the media, but I feel really good in terms of, you know, our messaging.
No, Darnell Nurse, Tom wanted to know what the situation was going to be tonight.
Wow, Tom, eh? He pinned it right on you, didn't he? Yeah. You guys work at opposing media outlets, or no, you're all on the same team? Yeah, it's very similar to what we've been saying all along. Darnell's a healthy and available player for us. Thanks, guys.